first, if not the first, video games I ever played was Galaga. And when I played Galaga, it blew me away because of what happened at the end. At the end of the game, when you die, it says game over. And I believe it says try again, even though I looked it up recently and I didn't see the try again part. But the game over part was there. And I remember when I saw it as a really young child, I thought, who wrote this game? Because they must remember what I remember. Game over, try again. Because essentially, my previous life ended, and I was presented with the choice of living again. And when I played Galaga and I saw that game over, try again, I wanted to get my hands on every single video game because I felt like video games were hidden messages or the information about existence. And I started to find it in so many different games. Some instances are Super Mario World on Super Nintendo. The ghosts, when you're in the castle and the ghosts are chasing you, but when you turn around and look at them, they stop. And it's like quantum theory, superposition, where when you're not looking at something, it's a wave of possibility, but when you look at it, it becomes a particle. Another example was Damashi in Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest mode. He was like this light being that guided you on your path, but what he looked like was very similar to what I remember experiencing in the afterlife dimension with the being that told me, that kind of convinced me to live again. And he said, hey, we're gonna come back to Earth, what's another 60 years, let's come back to Earth and let's do it right this time. And what Damashi looks like in Mortal Kombat is, it's not identical, but it's pretty close. Like, I'd love to talk to the guy that made the game to ask him where he came up with the idea for Damashi, because he's like this light being that talks. He has no body, he's just this like light, and that's so close to what I remember. It's not identical, but it's very close. Another game, Earthbound. The whole game of Earthbound is a riddle and is profound, and that game profoundly changed the way I understood things. Obviously, I learned a ton of problem solving from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. The Legend of Zelda taught me how when you obtain certain items, it basically opens up a whole new world to you. Or when you accomplish something, then, for instance, in the case of Zelda, when you get the power glove or the power bracelet, you could then move that rock, which then opens up the rest of Hyrule to you. Or when you get the whistle, or when you get various items, when you achieve a certain goal, then the rest of the world unlocks to you. And that was like the first game that kind of happened to me. So Zelda, and not only Zelda, also had, you had to earn rupees, and you had to manage your inventory, manage your bombs, your arrows, find different swords, and the different swords were more powerful, or the blue ring and the red ring protected your body more.